And just like that, we are back to bulking. We got some of the food here. Yeah, we need to catch up. Last month, I had probably the most insane travel I've ever had. Went out to London, filmed something with Gymshark, something special, something you guys will see in the next month or so. Super excited for that. Then the following week, I went and helped shoot a film with my friends Devin and Kieran and Dylan. And then a week after that, I went home and bought more gym equipment. And now, it's been about a week or two, I'm back in Texas. And what that means is I get to start the bulk again, which I'm still figuring out how much I want to gain, but I got the food here in mind. The first week was just getting into a routine of eating. What I noticed with myself is when I've been slacking, when I'm not making food a priority, and when I was making other things a priority, and then I come back to trying to get the food, so hard, so difficult. So I had to train my body for the last week to just get back to normal eating routines. So usually with me, I don't get, hungry. So I had to kind of jumpstart that. So I was eating or snacking anywhere between every 45 minutes to an hour. Today I woke up at around 6 a.m., had my first meal. It's 8:42, I'm starving. We're gonna have second meal of the day. So come join me for this full day of eating. We have squats and deadlifts. Little change in the program, but we'll get more into that later. I gotta eat. Less talking, more eating. This morning, I woke up and I had basically 4 egg whites and 4 eggs. Now I got 2 bagels. These are 300 calories each. Yeah, I'm getting 1,000 calories right there for breakfast. Adding bagels back in. Like anytime that somebody asks me like, how do I gain weight? Bagels and cream cheese, easiest thing in the world. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna say this right now. You don't have to follow what I eat. I'm just eating this way because 1, I know it works for me. 2, it's gotten me results. 3, I like it. I hate a lot of foods. These foods I don't mind. So I'm sure I'm gonna switch things up in the diet, but right now, this is what I'm eating. And it's gonna contain bagels, pasta, eggs, beef, milk. Like, maybe I'll have some protein shakes in there, but you're not gonna see too many veggies. I'm gonna still get some like fruits in there, but maybe I'll add in some kind of vegetables. Not that I am anti-vegetable, but right now my main concern at the moment is I just need to get food down. I just need to hit that. I need to hit that protein number, and I have to hit that calorie number. If I don't do that, I'm not going to gain weight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just did a little calculations, and it's 9:33 a.m. and we're at roughly 100. We will be at 142 protein by around 10 a.m. Great start for the day. Having a little bit of chicken here. Plain chicken, nothing else, just because I didn't line up my meals perfect, so I'm having kind of a little switch up. So what I would like to do is, and we're gonna see, I'm gonna be doing this experiment, and I'm gonna put everything into data sheets in probably about a week or so. But probably the idea of what I want to do is I want to calculate my initial blood sugars before eating, after eating, with the select foods that I've picked, because I might have it where I center around more of my higher protein meals in the morning. So that would involve my eggs, my chicken, I'd probably maintain some of those. And then maybe some other kind of like higher fats and carbohydrates towards closer to training, which I know everybody talks about like how to do it, but I'm just slowly, figuring out how I want to do it. A lot of reasons why I don't like structuring protein first is because protein fills me up and I don't like feeling like I'm not hungry. But if I can manipulate it enough where I can do it, I would love that. I would love to have it where I wake up, I can try to keep my insulin, good for the starting of the day. Then a little pre-workout, have some high carbs, and then I have my intro carbs, and then post-workout, big refeed. So, and that's what I'm gearing for my pastas, which is going to involve my beef, my pasta, the sauce, heavily, and then my big glass of milk. I love that meal. Doing that right at the end of the workout, I think that'd be good. I was experimenting for the last few days where I'm either doing that or I do just a standard fruit shake with berries, bananas, chocolate milk. And I tried it once without the oats, tried it the second time with the oats. Without the oats, I didn't really feel like that gunked up, but it's the difference between like a 675 calorie shake and a 900 calorie shake. Now I don't need to have that 900 calories. So we'll see. I might switch it up though. I might have it where post workout, boom, I'll do that shake. Super easy, super fast, super digestible. A few minutes, maybe to an hour or two. Boom. I get my pasta, my meat. I'm just kind of running it through with you guys, because I haven't had it fully structured out too much. I've just have the food, and I've just been telling myself, eat it, because I can't. If you start off making it complicated, you won't do it. You'll try to perfect it, or I'll try to perfect it. That's how I am. I'm always. And that's one thing that sucks. I think a lot of people are the same way though, because you want to do it efficiently, you don't want to do it wrong, but what ends up happening is you actually stop doing it altogether. So for me, I'm just going to do it. Oh man. Whoa. All right. Four. Boom. 100 carbs. Quick little warm up the hips. I'm doing this little balancing thing. I've been doing this balancing thing for every day for the last few days. I've just noticed it really makes my hamstrings just get super primed for squatting. And I even did this hip flexor thing where I'll just hold it for 30 seconds for 2 to 3 sets each leg. But right now I'll just do this, and it looks a little funny, but I'll do this for 30 seconds, and then after I'm ready to squat, 7, 8, 7. Let's get this stuff. Get these pants off. All right, so we just finished up on squat. Now, my squats, definitely in the gutter. Nothing to say more about that. I have to now just build fatigue and build momentum. And the way we're going to be able to do that is just with more volume. So I have volume on my high days and I have volume on my low bar days. And it's just going to have to stuck and stay within the relative RPE, which means it's supposed to move as fast as possible, but also it's going to feel as shitty as possible. I honestly, not to sound like a psychopath or anything, but I've been squatting with my shirt off because it actually pisses me off more when the knurlings cuts into the back of my neck, and it just gets me pissed off to squat more. So we did 485 for the 5. I thought we were going to go up to like 500 or something, but not today. But it's okay because it's a week 1. Don't need to rush anything. So we did 485, then 441 for our back down. Now we're going to go in to do some deadlifts. Now, a little bit different. I traditionally would use a stiff bar on today. We played around with this stiff bar pause. I'm going to do this block with kabuki. And the reason for that is I need to practice my kabuki. And the technique on the kabuki is a little bit different compared to a stiff bar. It's a little bit different from a Texas. And secondly, the kabuki that I'm using, I'm not always able to use the same kabuki. And there's a slight weird variation for people who've pulled on many kabukis that you know what I'm talking about, between like the black one, the steel one, and like a color. So like right now I'm pulling on like a white kabuki, and just like it just pulls different. I don't know how to describe it, but we got 4 sets of 4. I think it has to be relatively RP 5. So I'm either going to match the squat 485, or we'll go up to like maybe 551. It all depends on how I'm feeling. But I'm trying to ease into this. I need to allow my body to adapt to this, and just let the food do its thing. You know, the food and sleep is going to be what carries me into the next couple of weeks. And I got approximately like 5 or 6 weeks of good training before I travel again. And when I do travel, I'm going to make it my absolute priority to make sure I get everything back on track. You know, it moves fine, but it just doesn't bend the same. And I can feel it when I'm pulling in, when I'm wedging. Like it just doesn't. I might have to switch my arm wrestling training up. Or maybe I'm just doing some of the training Monday. And then after Wednesday. After workout Wednesday, because I'm noticing my wrist is popping when I'm wedging in, and I think it's from when I'm doing my rotations. So, don't want that to happen. Liam Newell had that happen. He snapped his wrist, I think, pulling. So, very important to keep these tendons in here good. But I'm gonna give myself a couple minutes. You know, this might be great. I might continue using this bar for Fuck, the headphones died. Fuck. We gotta charge these. All right, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna probably use this bar for my volume work, and then I'll use the chrome one for my singles, just because even though this is a little more difficult, it's not as difficult as a stiff bar, it's not as difficult as a Texas. I keep it relatively the same, but I just use it for my volume work. And then when I have my singles, I'll use the chrome one or the bare steel one, and then we'll see what works. Unless I get up to my top set and realize like I fucking hate this, which could happen. We'll find out though. Noticed with like those hip things I was doing earlier on squats, and also I've been making it where I've been squatting every time I've eaten food, and every time I wake up, and every time before I go to bed I squat, like air squats, like either 10 to 20, just because I've had to get used to squatting, and I've had that little knee issue I've talked about in the past. But it's funny, the tendons and ligaments in the back of my knees recently have gotten so sore from doing all that, and that just means they're getting stronger. So cautious while doing this, but at the same time excited to see in 4 weeks, once the bottom heals up, it just needs to get tightened, you know, the joints just need to be tightened, body weight needs to fill out more, I need less air pockets in my knees, my stomach for squatting and deadlifting and benching. And once that's filled out, then we'll be good to go. All right, well, I just did 45, real fucking smooth, forgot to record, but we're going up to 595. We might stay at this for our 4. I want to rewatch it because I got it done on my camera, or my phone at least, so I'll double check, but I think this might be the weight we start for the week 1. 595 for 4 sets of 4. I have to keep it relatively light RPE. I'm cool with that. Take it. Now let's just repeat this for 3 more sets. Just got to get used to it. They got a new hip press here. I prefer the hammer strength one, but this one's gonna do. Gonna get it used to the body. I need these hip flexors trained for squats. How are you doing, brother?
Good, how are you?
Good. So if that's in your way, I can move it. Okay. All right. I think we got 3 sets of 8. I might play around with this foot pedal just because how it's angled. I usually like to have the seat up as far as possible, but with this one, it's a little bit different. I think yesterday or the last time I had it 2 clicks so I can get in comfortably. So I think I'll try that out. All right, let's find the placement. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. So 5 plates. I think I've worked up to like 6 when I was trying it out. So depending on how we feel, I might go 6 to 6.5. Or 6, 7, 8. All right, last set. Last one. I'm gonna fucking hit you. Come on. One, 2, 3, 4. 6. 1 more. All right, so this machine's interesting. Pretty much, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get into, but because of how this leg curl is kind of set up, my legs are like fully extended, so I get a very, very nice like squeeze on my hamstring tendons, like especially behind the knee. Now, I could honestly pair it. I have 3 sets of 8. I could honestly pair it this with a lying hamstring curl, just because it's just a different feeling on my hamstrings. But I'm gonna do this for first set of 2. I already completed 1 without filming, but this could be key to kind of help stretching out the legs, or it's going to be a total fucking shit show and this might not work at all and I might get injured, but we'll see. All right, back. One. Four. 5. 6. 7. 8. Look, that really stretches these fuckers out. One more. Yeah, I feel like I go heavier on this. That's why I'm gonna probably pair it. So I'm not really feeling my hamstrings getting taxed. It just feels like it's getting stretched, which is good, but we'll see. One more. Off with this and see how much. We'll just go to 100. Hamstrings could be pretty cooked right now. Four. Thanks. Oh, we're crushing it today. Oh, we're crushing these hamstrings. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Alright. Quick little overshot. Let's stick to 100. We'll do one more and that's it. One more. Superset on superset. Oh, program hamstring curls. Oh. 3, 4. Dude, they feel so good behind the knees. Fuck. All right. After I got back from the gym, I was out of storage, so I couldn't film it, but I did have a shake. Do you have to believe me? You have to believe me. I have a 675 calorie shake. Now, I have about a 1/3 pound of beef, and then 3 servings of pasta right here. Gonna eat that. And I think that's it. I think that's it for the day. I always get these full day of eatings fucked up, sadly, because, you know, I gotta get a bigger SD card. That's what I gotta do. But we talked a lot. We ate a lot. Squats, they're growing. I gotta let my body grow. And there's only 2 ways of doing that: eating and sleeping. It's just the 2 things I know how to train. I can train like the wazoo. I just have to eat. And I've done it before. I just have to go back into the mindset of eating, because small and lean, but I'm about to be big. Oh yes, look at that. I finished that food, by the way, but I got out of the shower and I was like, I weighed myself, and I weighed 213 this morning, 217 before I went and trained, and then I weighed myself after I got out of the shower, That was 215. So 2 pounds, 2 pounds. So let's go to bed at 217. I'm gonna eat this. Nice little bowl, extra carbs, extra protein. We smoked the protein goal. But the biggest thing right now is go to bed. I gotta go to bed. It's 9:38. I'm gonna be fast with it. Get in bed by 10. Yeah, up at 6. Up at 6, church at 11, and then repeat. Well, post-workout cereal before bed. All right. See you in the next one.